Mel C really upset after Victoria Beckham missed wedding. It just wasn't the same. Melanie C Chisholm's luxury Lake District wedding was tinged with heartache. New can reveal, as two key people were absent on her and her new husband Chris Dingwall's big day. While the bash served as something of a Spice Girls reunion, with Geri Halliwell-Horner, Melanie Brown, and Emma Bunton all attending, Victoria Beckham was, to the dismay of fans, and Melanie herself, notably absent. Although the singer-turned-fashion designer provided the bride's gorgeous backless satin and lace wedding gown, she was unable to attend the celebrations, as she had committed to watching the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina with husband, Sir David Beckham, in New York. For Melanie, 52, Victoria's absence is likely to have been a blow, especially given the key role Posh played in creating her stunning wedding day look.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? This silent, fanless dryer gently dries boots, shoes, and gloves overnight while helping reduce damp odors, so your gear is ready when you are. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/4 right now.
She so wanted the whole group to be together again, said a source. So although Posh gave her the dress, it just wasn't the same as her being there. Speaking about her pal's involvement in designing her gown, Melanie told Vogue, "Victoria wanted to make it much more personal to me. She found some gorgeous vintage lace, and everything was really delicately dyed to the perfect shade. It's very flattering, open at the back." She also revealed how the former Spice Girl wasn't the only one involved in finalizing the design. She said, "My daughter was at the first fitting, and she wanted a bit more drama in the length. The line from Scarlett has been, 'It's my wedding, too.'" While Victoria's non-attendance no doubt cast a shadow over proceedings, there was a more poignant absence at the occasion, which took place in a sprawling Georgian mansion owned by her friend, West End star Ben Forster. The groom's mother, Carrie, sadly passed away in late 2024 and missed out on witnessing her son tie the knot with his stunning bride. "It was so sad Chris's mum could not be there," said a source. "It really did make a difference on the day. Melanie loves Chris so much and was obviously heartbroken for his sake." The Australian model, actor, and filmmaker announced Carrie's death from Parkinson's plus, which shares symptoms with Parkinson's disease, but also involves other areas of the brain, in January last year. Sharing a carousel of photos of himself and his siblings, Michelle, Alan, and Scott, alongside their late mother on Instagram, he wrote, "On Boxing Day we lost our mum, Geri Dingwall, after a difficult battle with Parkinson's plus. She was the most loving, kind, generous, and thoughtful person. My siblings and I are incredibly fortunate to have been raised by such an incredible woman." A week later, it appeared Melanie was helping him navigate his grief as he paid tribute to his now-wife on her birthday. Alongside snaps of highlights of their first year together, he sweetly wrote, "Been a beautiful year. Looking forward to another amazing one with you." The couple have been smitten ever since meeting on dating app Raya in 2023. Despite the vast distance between them, the relationship quickly blossomed. Melanie previously said, "I was 49 when I met Chris and I was in a really good place. We had a date in Australia and it's been difficult to separate us ever since. He's been such a beautiful addition to mine and my daughter's life. I'm so excited for the world to know that he's my husband." Not that a wedding was always on the cards for the pop icon, who shares Scarlett, 17, with her former partner, property developer Thomas Starr. Melanie recently said how she'd reached a point in her life where she didn't think marriage was going to be a part of my story. She said, "I wasn't a girl who grew up dreaming about her wedding dress. I was always just focused on my career. But Chris took her by surprise last July when he popped the question in Mallorca. It was beautiful, just the two of us," Melanie said. "He couldn't believe I was surprised, but I was floored." The pair officially wed in a civil ceremony in Sydney, just days before their UK bash, and again Victoria was pivotal in ensuring her pal looked the part. In fact, the dress Melanie wore on the day was her something borrowed, as it came from the designer's very own wardrobe. "I was actually having dinner with Melanie and asked her what she was up to," Victoria told Vogue. "She very casually told me she was leaving for Australia in 2 days and getting married. When I asked what she was wearing, she mentioned she had actually ordered one of my dresses, but that it didn't quite fit, and she didn't have time to get it altered before leaving." I happened to have that exact dress in my own wardrobe and offered to lend it to her. Gushing about Victoria's lace cami dress, Melanie said it was a very special way of having her there, if not in person. She added, "There's just something about her clothes, they have a real simplicity, especially the slip dresses. They're really feminine, but in a way that feels comfortable and very me." On what attracted her to model Chris aside from his good looks, a clearly smitten Melanie said, "He's one of those people that just doesn't get all up in your business, you know? He's quietly in the sidelines being uber supportive, and he's wonderful. It sounds like a match made in heaven." For more of the latest showbiz news and gossip, follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads.